This is the instruction video for PrTest1. Please make sure you have your handout available as we go through this assignment. Remember, you can pause, rewind, fast forward to any part. You're in charge of how this training video plays for you. Do a little, watch a little. Do a little, watch a little. Okay, so we're going to open up PR Basics, but before that, it's possible that you want music. Well, it's possible you want a different song for your video instead of the one that you might have already used in previous videos. So just a reminder how to get to the copyright-free music. You go to Finder, you go to Room 31, and you go to Music, copyright-free music, and go find one of these that you want, and just click, hold, and drag it onto your desktop. Hopefully you can see your desktop. If not, you might have to change the size of the Premiere Pro window so it gives you access. So we're going to import from there. Okay? And this is period 2 that are here with me right now. Period 2, say hi.
Hello. Wait, what do we drag the video? Hi.
Period 2, I said period 2. I got it right this time. Okay. This is our third attempt at this. So once you've dragged your music to the desktop, that's only if you needed a new song. Then open up your PR Basics project. Okay. Open up the PR Basics project. I think it's still slow. I don't think rebooting helped. There must be something going on in the background on all these computers. All right. So the last timeline you worked on should be showing. In this case, PR green was the assignment we did before PrTest1. So that's what you see loading in on my screen right now. Also, you have all the videos, photos, and music that you've already imported for previous projects still available to you in the bottom left panel where we import our items. Okay. So on the handout, after you've opened up the project, PR Basics project, the next step is to create a sequence, a new sequence, a new timeline for PrTest. We're going to go File, New, Sequence. Make sure it's set to ARRI 1080p and ARRI 1080p 30 there. Okay, make sure it's set there. And the name of it is PrTest1. Click OK. This will give us a new timeline to work on. Let's zoom in. I'm going to zoom into the timeline a little bit because I know this video is going to be shorter than a minute. So I'm going to zoom in so that I can see bigger clips here. And hopefully you saw what I did just there to zoom in. All right, so now I'm working off my storyboard. Working off the storyboard. And the top left, start at the top left, work your way down to the bottom right, just like reading a book. And the first thing it says to put in is the aeintro.mov. So I'm going to go and find my aeintro.mov. If you did not do that assignment, then just skip it. But I have mine, so I'll grab it here. And on this one, you just click, hold, and drag it right from the Assets panel right to the V1, Video 1 layer. And then click Keep Existing Settings. And so now I could play my scrubber here and I could see my AE intro. All right. The second item on the storyboard says to go add a graphics preset title that says PrTest1. So I'll need to go up here and open up my workspace icon up at the top right and go down to captions and graphics. It's possible you have these workspace links up at the top still, so find your captions and graphics link up here. If you don't have it up here, you got to go over here and go to that workspaces icon. All right, so I'm going to use this guy, angle title. Click, hold, and drag that and slide it right up against, oh, let's try that again. Slide that right up against your AE intro. Place the scrubber about halfway over that so you can see the text. Double click on the text and put PrTest1. Okay. All right. The third item says to demonstrate adding any video clip. All right, so any video clip, that's easy enough. I wish it would rain again. So I'm going to go get the rainy day video clip I've got. And I am going to, looks like I already have my in and my out set. Let's see, we go from 2 seconds to 6 seconds. That's about 4-second clip right there. I like that, but just to remind you how to do this, I'll just put the playhead where I want to start my clip. Let's say I want to start it there. Click on the mark in icon right here, and then go 3 or 4 seconds, not too much, and click the out. And now I'm ready to click, hold, and drag that edited clip down to my timeline. I always like to scrub over and just take a look and see how it looks. See if it needs to be resized or not. That looks pretty darn good right there. Okay. Actually, let's just see if it needs to get resized. I'm going to right-click over it. I'm going to right-click over it. And right-click over it. Right-click over it. This is why these clips need to be bigger. Maybe I should zoom in a little more. Right-click over it, and I'm going to go to Set to Frame Size. Let me pause there. Set to Frame Size. Click that. And yes, I needed to zoom out on the clip. Okay? Because I think I'm shooting 4K on my camera. On my phone. Alright, so there we go. That resized that. Perfect. Alright, the next item, the fourth item. So we're all the way to the right cell of the top row. Demonstrate adding a photo, and also make sure you set to frame size for sure on that. So let me go scroll down here and look for a photo. Okay, I'm going to go with LR Natural. Click, hold, and I just drag that whole thing. It's going to be 5 seconds. That's fine. Click, drag, and put that whole thing right next to the clip before it. Put the scrubber over it. Right-click over it, and set to frame size to make sure you get all of that. All right, now, the next item is to demonstrate adding music. So if you haven't imported any music yet, and you just look in your assets for a waveform for the image right here, and that's the song. So I've got drop and roll. See if I've got anything else. And if you do need to import, we did at the beginning of this video drag music to our desktop. So I'm going to go File, Import, Desktop, click on your desktop and find that song that you dragged over. That'll prevent me from getting any kind of link errors if I go back to this project in the future. Okay, so now I've got my music there. I'm not done yet with the whole video, but I'm just gonna click, hold, and drag the whole song to audio 2 because I do have audio on some of these clips, and I can see it just keeps going past the end of my timer. So when I'm done, I'm going to zoom out and get that to where it fits. All right, demonstrate using a photo booth video or clip. So let me go through and find a photo booth video. So here's a photo booth video right here. Double click that, and it looks like it's about 4 seconds long. And I've already got my in and my out set. So I've used this before. Good to go. Click, hold, and drag that and place that right up against the end of my photo. And then finally, we want to demonstrate speed and duration. So speed and duration. Oh, first of all, as I hover over it, I can see it doesn't fit. So I'm going to right click over it and set to frame size on that as well. I got a little eye and a big eye. And now what would be a good one? Let me see if this would be a good one to speed up or slow down. Always a pirate! No, let's see. I can't hear that one. How about this one? Let's play this one. I don't think I made any. I don't hear any noise. Oh, so I'll have to download that sound effects of like. It's not that loud. Let me see. Oh, that's because I don't have it. There we go. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna set my in there. Oh, so I'll have to download that sound effects. Of like, okay, there we go. I'll just mark that out there. Drag that down for one time here. Let me hover over it. So this one I got to do a couple of things. I got to right click and I got to set it to frame size. Then I got to right click and I got to go to speed and duration. And let's speed it up. So let's make it twice as fast. That's 200%. And that now cuts the size, the amount of time, the footprint on the timeline is now just half the size because it plays faster. So let's go with that. Let's see what that's. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn the volume down on my background song. Now I'm gonna click, hold, and drag that clip again. Now I could be done right there, but I kind of also want to set speed and duration and make it really slow. So I'm gonna go down to 50%, which means it's gonna double in size because now we're playing it at half speed. All right, we get the idea there. So I got to right click over this and also set to frame size. All right, so that's pretty much the end of my video. I have to add transitions and I got to trim this song. So I'm going to zoom out so I can get to the end of the song, go to the end of it, get that red icon, click, hold, and drag to the left. Everybody say good morning to Mr. Freddie.
Hey, I'll talk to you a little bit after the bell rings.
Okay.
Cool, thank you.
And transitions now. Let me go. Oh, no. Let me show you. If you want to turn the volume down of your background music, this is what you do. So, you got to go to the Audio 2 layer, and you got to get in between Audio 2 and Audio 3 with the mouse to get that icon that you see right there right now. Zoom in on it, see it, take a look. Click, hold, and drag, and you can make this layer wider, taller, I should say taller. And that will give you this white line. That's the volume control. If you lift the white line up, it's going to make the song louder. If you bring the volume down, bring that white line down, it's going to decrease the volume. So let's see if I can hear the background now. Or let me see how it plays. Okay, let me make it a little louder. There, that's good. I want it to be background music. I don't want it to drown out the other part. Alright, so the last things are transitions. So I'm going to go back up here to the workspace icon at the top, and I'm going to go to Effects. And then I'm going to go to Video Transitions, twirl that open. And I'm going to go to Dissolve, twirl that open. You're welcome to look at what any of these do, but I'm going to use Cross Dissolve. Okay, I'm going to zoom back into my timeline. And it says to put a video transition between each item on your timeline. So I'm going to click and hold, cross dissolve, and put that in between those two guys, in between that pair, in between that pair, in between that pair. And now I'm done. So I'm going to do a Command S to save, and then I'm going to export it. So first I'm going to make sure that I tell Premiere Pro what to export by clicking on the timeline. Get that blue border around the timeline. Now I'm going to go up here to File, Export, Media. And this is kind of a new screen now. It looks a little different. First of all, it gives you the file name, and that's fine. I still want PrTest1. The location, I'm going to click on the blue link to see where it's going, and it's going into my PR Basics folder. That's fine. You might also want to put it in your Creative Cloud, right? Because this is an exported item, so I'm going to put it in my Creative Cloud. Click Choose. And that's it. Then just come down here and click Export. And then you'll have a PrTest1.mp4 to put on your video production page, in Wix, and also upload to this assignment. This one I want you to turn in for credit. All right, good luck. Thank you.